1845, good luck. We get white for this one. So knight f3 as per usual. We've not played before, no head-to-head score. Opponent 4600 games, very good. I think I'll play d4 here. Probably still do our normal setup on the diagonal. It's how I generally do it, isn't it? So we'll stick to this, and we've done 1100 and something, give or take a little bit. So let's go here, just over 1100. Right, now we need to try and come up with a plan. What do we want to do? Do we really charge the centre with c4? Do we want to get our bishop up and then pawn up? If I come here and he pushes, I'm probably committed to take. But I don't mind the look of that. That looks alright to me. It gets the bishop into the game. It prepares e3, and I'm probably going to try and challenge like this. So I'm going to commit to trading the bishop as soon as it's attacked. So that tells me my opponent, though, wants to go here. So I might be better doing c3. Or do I do c4 now and let him do this anywhere? Take. He can take. We take. Here, if he pushes, I'll probably just take here first, actually. Try and give him an isolated pawn. Right, here, if he actually captures, is it just simply a lost pawn, though? Say knight across, he's got this queen up. He's maybe got knight across. Yeah, it's a bit risky, isn't it? A bit risky. I'm just going to develop the knight, and then I might play c3. I expect he'll play c5. So c5 is what I'm expecting. Or just castle. He could play pawn up, and we're just committed to trading the bishop. If we drop back, we're probably getting trapped. So we'll just trade it as and when we have to trade it. And I'm just figuring out how to break here. We could try solid here. We can try pushing this way at some point. You can create a nasty pin, a bit annoying. But sometimes you've got to try and switch your mind off when it's your opponent's move. But equally, you can also use their time for your own thinking time. But in a rapid game, not so critical. Sometimes it's good to just clear your mind and look at the position fresh once you see what move they've actually played. But c5 is what I'd mainly expect here, or castling. They'd be the two main moves. H6 as well, maybe. If he wants rid of my bishop, he can just play h6 and I've got to trade it. I guess we've maybe got knight across as well. We can try and annoy this bishop. Right now we can probably come here. f3 back, g4. That's not really my style of play. It might be a good line, but it's not really my style. And back, if we trade, it opens the file up for his rook. But it's probably a good principal move, knight across to h4. Let's just see. Okay, I assume he's just thinking here. Yeah, he's got an excellent connection, so he's just having a think like what we did. Like I said, that's the three moves I'd be looking at if I was black. They're the main moves I'd look at. He might have a different idea in mind. He could go b6, b4, c5. Then if we take, you can bring a pawn to the center, something like that. I could play rook across and prepare a move like e4. And if he doesn't trade, we might get e5. Okay, he's thinking a very long time now. But that's what you've got your time for. You might be trying to think ahead 4 or 5 moves. We're just checking there that he's got an internet connection, which you can see there, it shows he has. But if he was disconnected completely, a box would come up saying your opponent's disconnected, but you have to wait a silly time, like 70 odd seconds to claim a victory. So he has played the move that I was expecting. So we can take, we can go c3, maybe we can still go c4. If he takes here and we take here, he gets to take first. We don't want that. So if I go here he takes back somewhere. C3 seems sensible, doesn't it? C3 now, if he pushes us though, doesn't seem much of a problem, but C3 might allow this annoying bishop in, which I don't particularly like. If I trade and he goes with the rook though, there's an attack to the pawn. So what about knight out wide to hit the bishop then? But if he goes here, F3 back, I'm not really a big fan of that. What if I go C4 and just say, well, actually C4, this is really annoying, isn't it? The rook has to move. C3, it's more solid. Let's go C3, because here I can step across if I have to, and then maybe challenge the bishop. If he takes here, probably take here. If he pushes here, we've got to figure out if we can challenge. He's just taken quickly, so we'll take back. And we'll try and put the file in this file now. But because this pawn is gone, we've got the option to maybe drop back and not trade. So here, and then maybe challenge for the center. It depends if he wants to get really bold. I don't see the benefit of not trading though. I think I'm going to just play rook across, a nice gentle move, see how he takes back. And then look to play something like this. I'll maybe get the queen up this way. Hit these pawns. He's gone with the knight, so he might want to come in. Knight across maybe drives him back, but then our knight's not doing a lot, so I'm going to play rook across and get ready to challenge this. Maybe he can do it anyway, but he castles. Okay, fair enough. I think I'm going to play knight into the center here, and it here maybe come across, and I can always drop back this way if he doesn't trade. But if I go here, I guess that concedes ground to his knight. Oh, he's blundered the knight. Oops. That's just a blunder, because the queen covers it. He just moved too quickly, didn't he? And he's lost the piece. And then he's moved quickly again. Okay, what about F4? I'm going to play F4 now. It's not as critical now I'm a piece up. Still got to think of your king's safety, but get a bit more attacking here. Drop the queen back, knight across. Wait, that's an unusual move. Okay, let's drop back. We hit the pawn and the bishop. The speedy players and moves were a bit odd. Yeah, the speedy suddenly changed completely. Yeah, and then he's just resigned. Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's just pause and take a look. I assume he just had an oversight there. Pause so we don't accidentally start another game. Oh, it's only 17 moves, so they're the move times for both players there. He had a very long think, didn't he? What was that? 3 minutes, 193 seconds. That was over 3 minutes. Queen's Pawn game symmetrical variation. If you click on that, you can do some puzzles in that. So let's see how we played this, but it's really just come down to the one move mistake, I think, yeah. Completely level to move 13, then knight to g4 is just a one move blunder. So the figures are a little bit meaningless. They would have been basically the same, but for that one move. So it's really just an opening. But you can see nothing's been flagged by either player literally until the blunder. So just logical opening development moves, trying to come up with a plan. Perfectly good for both sides, nothing wrong. And then he just blunders here, just maybe mixed his move order up. It does happen, but it's double covered that square, so we win a piece. F4 was good, Queen E2 was good, and I'm just looking at simply taking here. You just got to assess the risk. But if takes, he moves, probably just take this pawn as well. You're just trying to assess the risk for your king, especially because I played F4. So it is what it is, not a lot else to learn from that one. We both played the opening very well, and it's just a one move blunder, that's all it was. So unlucky there.